I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
¿Cómo están? De vuelta acá con este Alan Wake Remastered. Ya hemos concluido con el episodio 1. Así que este episodio 2 se viene buenardo. Se viene bueno. Tiene mecánica interesante el juego. Los invito a revisar la parte 2 del gameplay, ya que esta es la parte 3. Obviamente, ahí van a ver todas las mecánicas nuevas que este juego, para mí, tiene. El tema de las páginas, el tema de accesorios visuales como el show de televisión, etcétera. Así que, bienvenidos. Dejen el like y pásenlo bien un ratito. Los gráficos están bastante bonitos en comparación con la versión original de Xbox. Sin embargo, se podría decir que igual queda atrás. Pero nada. Ah, mira, se puede encender. ¿Qué cosa? Ah, el café.
Coffee's on.
Perfecto.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Ay, bueno. Ya. Ve con Alice. Déjame revisar un poquito la casilla, porque tengo todo al máximo. No, mentira. Tengo en gráficos medios. Pero se ve súper lindo. Acá en Nueva York. Se ve precioso. Dale. Sin más preámbulos. Ay, vamos a ver a nuestra hermosa esposa.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
No
Well,
way.
you seemed to think so last night.
Eso, mi Alan Wake. Cáchate, mi Alan Wake. Afeitadito, mírate. Vamos a ir, vamos a Cacha. Increíble. Está cerrado. Dale, ve al estudio. El estudio se me imagina que está por acá, ¿no? Oh my god, no es el estudio. Dale. Examinar.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time.
Coger página de manuscrito.
Barry, he called.
What the fuck?
Alan!
Dale, tranqui.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
Dale, déjame leer la página que hemos encontrado.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Fuck me, man. Dale.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Dale, que su voz de ASMR me excita. Vale. Me recordó a
I'm right here.
Alan.
I'm on it, honey.
Este juego me recuerda mucho al... ¿Cómo se llama este? ¿Cómo se llama? Enfocar. Ahí está el Fusebox. Fusebox. Ahí.
I really don't like this, Alan. Please
Honey,
hurry.
it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
Dale, pero si fue un apagón, pues,
I
¿cómo
know
tanto?
it's stupid.
¿Cómo tan cobarde?
Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay.
I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker.
Haha, clicker.
Yeah. If I ever got
The
scared
Last
the
of Us,
dark, I could
adelantando
just flip
ahí.
the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar.
The
Thanks for
clicker.
this.
Ay, qué wea el beso. El beso de teleserie. Teleserie colombiana. Uy, qué rico. Bright Falls, el presente. Vale, eso fue un pequeño
How do
flashback.
you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Uy.
Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Dale, nos vamos.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss
Está
Weaver.
loca esa vieja.
Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very
Vale,
good.
ándate. Ándate de aquí, maldita vieja.
Later on,
Habla
to
con
remind
Sara.
you, just in case.
¿Dónde está Sara? Sara. Hay que examinar. Mira, mira, hay un termo con cafecito.
Here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Stucky parece que era un personaje del pueblo. Cuidadito.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Ah, dale, aquí está.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Déjame tranquilo, vieja. Mira, leer. Han visto a este hombre desaparecido el 20 del 6 de 2007. Rasgos característicos siempre ganan los concursos. Ese debe ser un un programador de este juego, yo creo. Ah, mira. Desapareció Richard Bogg, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller. Salieron de acampada hace días, deberían haber vuelto y no se han puesto en contacto. Si los veo, sabe de su paradero, llame al 555-932. Gracias. Increíble, ¿eh? Los programadores del juego.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Muchas gracias, querida Sara.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this.
Barry.
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
What the
Go
fuck?
to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching
Mr.
you.
Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just
I
don't
couldn't go
run
anywhere
over
yet.
there.
I had to play along with the
Oh,
caller.
pensé que podía
Alice's
recorrer el
life was at
pueblo.
stake.
Lamentable. Parking lot.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and was Danny pretty badly. He started shouting
What
like
the
that
fuck?
the moment he woke up.
Mira, una página. La presencia oscura en la
In spite of
cafetería.
its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Fucking shit, man. Dale. Salgamos de acá antes de que nos encierren.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on?
Dale.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Parece que acá están todos con el tema de la luz.
Being here, the cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir.
Solo se parecía a él.
You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was.
Era un puto alienígena.
It was a goddamn space alien. I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Dale, ahí terminó su guión. Maldito borracho. Parking lot.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Vale, vamos a recorrer un poquito el lugar a ver si encontramos alguna cosa interesante. Nada. Mira, ahí tenemos otro cafecillo. Y la radio, mira. Encender.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department.
Se han roto varias ventanas y se ha dado parte de disparos en la avenida.
Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their deer.
Ah, la fiesta del venado.
Folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Dale. Vámonos.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Dale, ¿cómo? Patear. Mira una página. Wake and Lover Speak.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover Speak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Eso. A ver.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Fuck. De verdad tienen a mi esposa.
Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week.
Una semana.
I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Sal de la oficina del sheriff. Dale, ¿cómo salgo?
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Parece que él tiene que escribir la historia para poder resolver acá el... cambiar las luces.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Dale, ¿de la demencia de qué?
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Ah, es el doctor que ella mencionó.
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, qué wea. Ahí viene Barry, mira.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mira, Rose.
Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Dusty some coffee. He's on the
El
balcony
culiao pesado.
looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
groupie.
She
Oh,
even
fan
has a
club.
fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept?
Wait here.
Cállate, loco, cállate un rato.
Easy there, boy. Almost
Uh.
done. Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Charlie dientes largos.
Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week. And someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, It's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Esqueleto de un mamut de Colombia. Se estima que este ejemplar tiene 14.000 años y fue encontrado en las fosas de Alquitrán de la Brea en 1971. Fue donado al Parque Nacional de Elderwood en 1998, cuando el mamut de Colombia se convirtió en el fósil oficial del estado de Washington. Recibe el apodo de Charlie Dientes Largos y ahora es la mascota oficial del parque. Dale, por acá tenemos que encontrar entonces el formulario, ¿no? Ahí está. Firmar el formulario.
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds.
Vale, es verdad.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going
Wait
there.
here.
Real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Pobrecito,
Can you tell me how to
guaguito.
get to Lover's Peak?
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude
Don loco, cállate un rato, por favor.
thin air.
Kate.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels
A estos
are dangerous.
paletos.
Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over
Vale,
again.
no tengo ningún arma. ¡Ah!
Bless you.
Vámonos.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me.
Vale, está súper oscuro igual.
Spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
Se puede encender las luces de acá adentro, ¿no? Y se cambió las luces. Ah, no.
Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha ha. Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back, or until I get eaten by a grue.
Dale. Ya, reúnete con Rusty. Vámonos por acá. Vamos a revisar si es que hay alguna cosita por acá atrás. Como siempre, me encanta explorar un poco el lugar para revisar los espacios. Se ve bastante bonito el tema del bosque también. Hace tiempo que no encontraba tan bonito un juego. Mira, parece que hay una página acá, ¿no? Ah, el café, mira. Vale, ¿se podrá entrar por acá? No, está cerrada. Vale, no importa. Vámonos. Vámonos a reunirnos con Rusty.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Coger el manuscrito. Barry duda de la cordura de Wake.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
It scared the shit out of Barry. Dale. Usar qué cosa. Ah, el auto.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Vale, no puedo usar el auto entonces, vámonos a pie. Ah, mira. Sí tengo el arma, por loco. Tengo una pistola solamente.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Me hubiera gustado que el juego hubiera sido más oscuro. A ver. Porque claro, la idea es que la linterna sea para eso. Ahora se ve un poco más realista.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really, just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Para estas viejas glorias.
Yes, exactly, Bat. But I'm going to check out the parade book.
Concurso de tartas, mira. Qué rico.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
El médico que nos atendió.
You're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Qué buena onda. Me gusta escuchar las conversaciones, no sé, le da una calidad al juego bastante superior en comparación con otros, porque es trabajo de guión, es trabajo de actores, es un trabajo creativo que le da mucho más peso a este tipo de juegos. Por eso me gusta tomarme mi tiempo, ver los videos que muestran en la televisión de repente y escuchar estas entrevistas que van abarcando un poco la personalidad de los personajes que van apareciendo de a poquito, como por ejemplo ahora el doctor que nos atendió. Cuidado, caída profunda. A ver. Me hubiera gustado que no sé si la linterna se puede apagar. Controles. Sensibilidad, tecla de acceso rápido. Frenar, sprintar, caminar, usar, recargar, soltar, disparar, acción, mejorar linterna. Ah, ya, enfocar. La F, mostrar manuscrito, dale, no se puede. Me hubiera gustado que se apagase la linterna para darle más funciones al juego y darle otra atmósfera de repente. Uy, cuidado. De repente apagar la linterna para andar en la oscuridad. No sé, me hubiera gustado, pero bueno. Son cosillas que se pueden mejorar o cosillas que ya son así. Elderwood Nature Trail, Mountain Cave, Lover's Peak es para allá, dale. Pero primero voy a revisar un poquito aquí a ver qué hay. Uy, me encanta la ambientación. La ambientación de abandono. Uy, comparándose, o sea, complementándose con el ambiente del bosque, me encanta usar. A la tele, mira. Dale, otro programa, me encanta este programa. El hombre del espejo, a ver. No se puede enfocar, ¿o sí? No se puede.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists?
Los puños.
Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face.
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
Qué loco.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
What? Dale, esta historia no estuvo tan buena, o quizás no la entendí. Dale, dale. El primer episodio estuvo mejor que este, tengo que admitirlo. No hay nada, vale. Vámonos. Mira, ¿una hoja? ¿O no? Ah, no se puede encender la luz tampoco, ya. ¿Qué suena así? Ah, mira. Vale, son enemigos, cuidadito. Cuidadito que son enemigos de los cuervos. Mira un auto abierto. Cabina telefónica, nada. Coger página manuscrita. Rusty se muere.
The visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Ya, a ver. Se viene. Elderwood National Park.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Mira, allá.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me!
¿Cómo está?
Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone? Please help! Hello? Back here. I'm back here.
Oh, ¿qué es eso?
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found
Alan Max, mira.
True. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Dale, vamos a la oficina.
This couldn't be
Oye,
harm.
cacha.
Rusty had found a page from the manuscript.
Oh,
It
cacha
would
cómo
help
está
me
la...
understand what had happened.
Max, ¿cómo estás, Max? Qué hermoso. Dale, vamos a la oficina del sheriff. O sea, del... Dale, ¿quedará por acá afuera? Oh.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Abrir. Con la llave que me pasó el Rusty. Dale, vamos a encender las luces. Manuscrito, mira. Wake llega a un refugio
At
seguro
the
de
last
luz.
instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Dale. Munición de revólver, pilas. Ah, le mandaron un hachazo.
Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
No, Rusty, weón.
Rusty! The ground was covered in flaming patches. Complete darkness.
Concha, mi madre. Excelente. Oh, hicieron cagar a Rusty, weón. ¿Dónde está?
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Cacha el tremendo hoyo que hicieron en el muro. ¿Y qué pasó con Rusty? ¿Dónde está? ¿Y dónde está Max? No, Max. Está mal.
Don't feed the animals.
Oh. Ah, se convirtió, weón. ¿Es jefe?
Rusty? Rusty, no! Never! Two bears and wolves! Never approach any other! Go closer than 25 yards. Pets must be leashed. At all times. Never leave your pet unattended.
Cuidado.
It is against the law to remove any natural objects or historical artifacts.
Cuidado, cuidado. Oh, me dio.
Even simple berries.
Oh, el loco duro. What the fuck? Oh, ¿y qué pasó con Max? ¡Cóncheme, manga! Oh, weón, me asusté, caleta. Dale, dale, dale. ¿Habrán cositas por acá? Mira acá, perfecto. Munición de revólver, dale. Nunca entenderé el contexto de por qué hay una caja o un contenedor lleno de balas ahí, weón. Nunca lo voy a entender. Pero se agradece. Pucha, ¿qué habrá pasado con Max? What the fuck? Punto de control alcanzado, ve al overspeak, dale.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy.
ahora le cree, por loco.
Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
¿Mi cerveza? Ah, coger manuscrito. Las últimas palabras de
In that
Rusty.
last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Oh, bueno. Ahora, chiquillos, vamos a dejar este capítulo hasta acá porque ya se alargó demasiado. Espero que les haya gustado. No olviden dejar el like y nos vemos en la cuarta parte del episodio 2. Así que eso, besitos, que estén muy bien. Chao, chao.